Hello, good morning. It's a rather chilly Thursday the 2nd. I'm FX Blue and this is the market brief. So the OECD has been on. They published a report suggesting that the UK economy will grow the fastest in the G7, predicting 6.9% growth this year and 4.2% next year. And that's all very nice to hear, and I'm sure both Boris and Sunak welcomed the pat on the back. But take it with a pinch of salt, because any growth prospects now have an Omicron cloud hanging over them, and that wasn't the case when that report was put together. So far, the hope is that that if we mask up again and get the booster jab. Oh, fun fact, I didn't get a booster jab yesterday. They closed the place I had my first jabs, and the nearest other place for drop-ins was about half an hour away, so that's something for the weekend. But if we all mask up and get boosted, it should help limit the exposure for the 2 to 3 weeks that the science brains need to do all their tests and all that science stuff. While that all goes on in the background, there's been no change to the prediction that the UK economy will reach pre-pandemic levels early in the new year. What a delicious irony that would be if we finally got back to where we were, only for Omicron to cause another lockdown while the vaccine gets tweaked, setting back the recovery. Watch this space, but cross your fingers for a nice outcome. Sunak will be working with Governor Bailey to coordinate a response should further action become necessary. But while speculation for the rate hike continues, I can't see it myself. Surely the MPC will end, the meeting will end with a strong statement about a continued inflation risk, but any action has to be deferred until the full effect of the new variant is known. We'll find out on December the 16th. The market seems to share that sentiment. Sterling is driven by rate expectations, and it fell to a low of 132.65 against the dollar. We fared slightly better against the euro yesterday, holding firm around 117.35. Over in the US, Powell had his second day of testimony to Congress. Yesterday, he had Janet Yellen to hold his hand. That was sweet. While he usually aims for a nice balance between growth and inflation in order not to spook the markets, privately, Powell may have been holding back his views on tapering support and hiking rates. It sounds like he's more inclined towards accelerating the pace of tapering support now, that's for sure. And he wants to bin the term transitory, as the inflation they have is of a different origin. So the Fed was caught out by the wrong type of inflation. Classic. However, this all means that there is a relatively good chance the Fed will vote to accelerate tapering support when they meet in a couple of weeks, and that is helping support the dollar. Today we have weekly jobless claims. It's a little amuse-bouche ahead of Non-Farm Friday tomorrow. We may see a slight backward step from last week's stellar number, but the overall trend is expected to continue lower. And the dollar index retains strength based on the expectation of Fed policy and continued good data. Euro dollar kicks off this morning around 113.25. Right, that's it from me. Do join me again tomorrow. All the best.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FX Blue.